And welcome everyone to set 2 of this highly impactful MCQ series, under which we will cover over 500 MCQs, which will cover an entire syllabus including current affairs and PYQs. So if you have not watched set 1 of this series, then please go and watch that video first. Definitely it would help you in this journey. So let's get started. So what I'll do is I'll read out the question and then I'll explain the reasoning behind the answer. You can pause this video, try to attempt this question, and then listen to the explanation. So, question 11, because 10 questions are discussed in my first video. The Electoral College for Indian presidential election comprises of elected members of Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, state legislative assemblies, assemblies of Union Territories of Delhi, Puducherry, and Jammu Kashmir. Select the correct answer code. Now, if you know the Electoral College of President, it is given under Article 54 and 55, under which it says that Electoral College of President consists of elected members of both houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, plus elected members of state legislative assemblies from states, along with elected members of 2 union territories, that is Delhi and Puducherry. So Jammu Kashmir MLAs are not part of it. So this statement is incorrect. And all 3 are part of Electoral College. So B is right answer. You can see this explanation as well, that under Article 54, President is elected by an electoral college which consists of elected members of both house and elected members of legislative assemblies and also of Delhi and Puducherry. So B is right answer. Moving forward, question 2. Consider following statements regarding Rajya Sabha elections. Statement 1. Rajya Sabha is permanent house and cannot be dissolved. Statement 2. To ensure continuity, 1/3 of its members retire after every second year, and biennial elections are held to fill these vacancies. Which of the above statements are correct? So when it comes to Rajya Sabha, yes, it is a permanent house, which means it cannot be dissolved. It works around the year. And MPs are elected or nominated for a period of 6 years. And to ensure continuity, 1/3 of its members retire after every second year. Rajya Sabha is also called as House of Elders. And it consists of maximum of 250 members. So both statements are correct. C is right answer. As you can see that under Article 83, 1/3 of its members retire after every second year and biennial elections will be held. And term is 6 years. Moving forward, in this context of modern history, Sergeant Plan was related to famine policy, education policy, civil service reforms, judicial reforms. Now, if you recall the facts about modern history, Sergeant Plan came in 1940s after World War II to look into situation of education in India. So this plan was related to education policy. So B is right answer. As you can see that after end of Second World War, CABE published a comprehensive report, Post-War of Educational Development in India. And this was first systematic and national level attempt to review problems of education as a whole. and it was named after John Sargent, the educational advisor to Government of India. So Sargent plan is related to education policy. It came in 1944. Moving forward, consider the following statements about a ring of fire. Statement 1, it is seismically active belt of both earthquakes and volcanoes. Statement 2, it is a result of convergent plate boundary formed by tectonic plates. Statement 3, it lies completely in northern hemisphere, and your options are 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, as I told you in earlier video as well, that whenever there is a strong statement given, you should read that very carefully, and more often than not, 8 out of 10 times, strong statements are generally wrong. So here statement 3 is it lies completely in northern hemisphere, which is a strong statement that some part of it may lie in southern hemisphere as well, because after all these are tectonic plates. So by eliminating statement 3, we can arrive at our answer A, that 1 and 2 only. And to cross check, let us read statement 1 and 2. It is seismically active belt of both earthquake and volcanoes. Yes, as it is ring of fire, then possibility of both occur. Statement 2, it is a result of convergent plate boundary of formed by tectonic plates. Yes, it forms at convergent boundary of continent and oceanic plates, where oceanic plates subduct under continental plates due to higher density of oceanic plates. Both 1 and 2 is correct. A is right answer. Now let us look at map. This is ring of fire. It exists in Pacific Ocean, and you can clearly see that it lies above and below equator as well. So here these oceanic plates are subducting below the continental plates, leading to series of volcanoes and earthquake. So A is right answer. Moving forward, question number 14. Arrange the following ranges from north to south direction. Pir Panjal Range, Kumaon Hills, Ladakh Range, and Karakoram Range. Select the correct answer. And these are your options. Now, if you look at India's map, you can clearly see that at top of it, it is Karakoram Range, then it is Ladakh Range, then it is Jaskar Mountains, then it is Pir Panjal Range, then it is Kumaon. So as you move from north to south, this becomes order of mountain ranges. So by looking at these, we can see that Karakoram Range is northernmost, that is 1. Then we can see Ladakh Range, that is number 2. Then we can see Pir Panjal Range, that is number 3, and that is number 4. So 4, 3, 1, 2. B is right answer. You can make your own acronym for these mountain range to avoid any confusion. For example, I have made an acronym which is silly, but it goes like this: Kalu ने जस्सी को पीके धोया. That is Karakoram, that is Ladakh, that is Jaskar, that is Pir Panjal, that is Dholadhar, from north to south. So like this, you can also make acronym for your own suitability. Now moving forward, this question is: consider the following statement with respect to Rabindranath Tagore. Statement 1, he composed Amar Sonar Bangla during Swadeshi movement. Statement 2, he renounced his knighthood in protest over partition of Bengal. Which of the following statements are correct? Now, about Rabindranath Tagore, Yes, he composed Amar Sonar Bangla, a song during Swadeshi movement. So that is true. Statement 2, he renounced his knighthood. Yes, he renounced his knighthood, but not in protest of Bengal, but protest over partition of Bengal, but he renounced his knighthood over Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919. So this statement is wrong. So A is right answer. As you can see that Amar Sonar Bangla is presently national anthem of Bangladesh, which was composed by Rabindranath Tagore during Swadeshi movement. Further, Tagore renounced his knighthood to express pain and anger of the country with regard to Jallianwala Bagh atrocities. So A is right answer. Now moving forward, question 16. FCRA and FEMA are regulated by, that is Foreign Contribution Regulation Act and Foreign Exchange Management Act are regulated by A. Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Finance respectively, B. Ministry of Finance and Ministry of External Affairs respectively, C. Ministry, both are regulated by Ministry of Finance, and D. both are regulated by Reserve Bank of India. Now if you try to bifurcate the FCRA and FEMA, then by looks of it, it may seem that Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, it is an act that controls the foreign contribution to entities that are present in India. So it may be something which is related to security of our country, because the funding can be from various agents which may threat to our nation. So Ministry of Home Affairs can be that ministry which regulate it. So by looking options, your option A, that is Ministry of Home Affairs, looks fit here. Now Foreign Exchange Management Act. So under this act, the trade related activities are monitored and the finances are being controlled. So that may come under Ministry of Finance. So by that logic, A becomes our answer. As you can see that Ministry of Home Affairs regulate FCRA to regulate the foreign donations, and this Foreign Exchange Management Act, this replaced earlier Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, and it aims to facilitate external trade and payments and for promoting orderly development of foreign exchange market. So this is related to finance, so Ministry of Finance. This is related to donations, this is related to security, so Ministry of Home Affairs. Moving forward, this is from PYQ. The Radcliffe Committee was appointed to, option A, solve the problem of minorities in India. Option B, give effect to the Independence Bill. Option C, delimit the boundaries between India and Pakistan. Option D, inquire into riots in East Bengal. So if you recall, Radcliffe Committee was appointed after Mountbatten Plan, which came in 1947. So this was related to boundary. So C is answer of this question, that is delimit the boundaries between India and Pakistan. Here you can see that this commission was instructed to demarcate the boundaries of two parts of Punjab based on contiguous majority areas of Muslims and non-Muslims. Now moving forward, this question is again PYQ with reference to grouping of countries known as BRICS. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. The first summit of BRICS was held in Rio de Janeiro in 2009. Statement 2. South Africa was the last to join the BRICS grouping. Which of the following statements are correct? So let us see some facts about BRICS. That First meeting of BRICS was held in 2009 with 4 members, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China. In 2009 in Russia, and South Africa joined at last in 2010, making the acronym as BRICS. For latest summit, the 2021 summit was held in India and 2022 summit was held in China. No need to mug up these facts, just remember this acronym BRICS. So the presidency rotates in this fashion. So in 2021, it was held in India. So next comes C, that is China. So 2022. And similarly, 2023 summit will be held in South Africa. Now looking at options, the first summit of BRICS was held in Rio de Janeiro, that is wrong. It was held in Russia. And South Africa was last to join. Yes, that is true. So B is right answer. Now moving forward, this question is from current affairs. Mauna atmospheric baseline observatory recently seen in news located in Russia, Canada, USA or Australia. So you must come across Mauna in terms of active volcano, which is part of Hawaii Islands. It is located in USA. So by that logic as well, you can locate that it is in USA. So C is right answer. So recently this was in news because carbon dioxide levels were peaked for 2022 in May. Last question of the day is State of Environment Report 2022 released by Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, Center for Science and Environment NGO, WWF or Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Now this State of Environment Report is released by Center for Science and Environment, an NGO. It is a fact, just remember it. So it tells about state of environment at annual basis. Under this report, it says that 3 out of every 4 river monitoring stations in India is posting alarming levels of heavy toxic metals. Just remember about this report, and it is released by Center for Science and Environment. So that is all for this video. If this video helpful, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel for getting benefit of more videos under this series. Further, if you find any suggestion, then please write down your suggestions in the comment below. Thank you.